What up, pimps? It's your girl, River, back at it again with the first podcast. Alright, let's get into it. You don't know me, I don't know you. It's gonna be a great podcast. I am completely unprepared. And if you heard a little weird audio clip just there, just know that I was moving my phone, aka my mic, just a little bit because, don't want this whole thing just feeling awkward with the mic. You get it. You know. Okay, I'ma stop ranting. So, I think I should explain who I am first, because if I'm just talking about random stuff, you'll be like, I don't know who this chick is and why am I listening to her, which is completely understandable. So, let's get into it. Basically, my name is River Shades to you. Y'all ain't gonna know my real name because privacy, boy. Okay, I need to stop. I'm so annoying. Okay, so yeah, my name's River Shades. This is the 14 Shades podcast. Thanks for tuning in wherever you're watching. Maybe SoundCloud, Twitter, not Twitter. Twitter is for tweets. SoundCloud, YouTube, maybe Apple Podcasts in the future. I don't know. This is my first episode, I'm saying. This might not even be released out into the world. Who knows? It's just gonna be a litty time for everybody, okay? Okay. I rant so much, so I'm so sorry, by the way. This podcast might just be a complete flop, and people are never gonna like it, because I'm that annoying. Okay, so I need to get back on track. Ooh, okay. So... My voice is dying already. No! Oh my god. I hate myself. Okay. I really need a board so I can keep track of what I'm saying, because obviously I don't know how to talk with points. Let's go through this. Yeah. So my name is River Shades. I'm in high school right now. I'm a freshman, so you already know that I'm a fetus compared to literally everyone in the world, which is, cool. Just me being a fetus, doing my fetus things. Freshmen are so annoying, am I right? So basically, this podcast is my way of putting my thoughts and my feelings out there so that, future me, if future me is listening to this, is wow, freshman
River
was an idiot. Or, wow, freshman
River
was dope. I want to be her. You know what I mean? It can go either ways. I just think it would be a really cool experience for me to be let's put all my memories into one voice file on the internet and let people listen to it, because why not? God, I hate myself so much. If you guys could see the hand motions I'm doing, you would be this girl is having a seizure. Okay, basically, yeah. So that's the whole point, because I just want to spread a little message, and you never see freshmen or 14-year-olds doing a podcast. And, I want to do a podcast because I feel like it. And now I realize why 14-year-olds don't do a podcast, because, a lot of them suffer from procrastination just like me. Sorry, procrastination. I don't know English if you didn't know. Yeah, they suffer from procrastination and, homework and school. So they just can't do it. And honestly, this, I don't know how I'm even doing this, because right now I'm melting because I have so many other things to do, I have a math test in 2 days. I have a really big packet for math due tomorrow. Everything is going good. My life is falling apart and I'm thriving. I'm living right now, I'm struggling so hard I'm gonna pull my hair out. Okay, so this is how it's gonna go. I'm an amateur podcaster, And, I'm going to talk about a couple things about me. I really hope that the mic is picking up my voice okay, and you guys aren't hearing, weird mouth noises, and you guys aren't annoyed with my voice or whatever, or, I don't know, the echo in this room. I'm telling you, this is with an iPhone mic, so I'm praying it works okay. Ah! Okay, anyway, I'm an amateur podcaster. This is how it's gonna go. I have a bottle of water, okay? And, it's aluminum. I'm yelling right now because I'm far away from the mic and I don't know if you can hear me because I'm grabbing my water bottle. So this is the sound my water bottle makes. I don't know if you can hear that. Let me just... It's, it's aluminum. Ceramic? I don't know. It's a sound, and I'm gonna be talking for 45 minutes to an hour. So I'm sure that I'm not just gonna not drink water, because first of all, stay hydrated, kids, and second of all, I don't talk that much, so my voice isn't properly lubed up for this. Lubed is such a weird word, by the way. Okay, I'm taking a sip.
Insert gulp noises here.
Okay, just choked on it. That's fine. This is already going completely as planned. So let me give you a little backstory of my life. How long has it been? 6 minutes, and it's already a mess. Beautiful, great, The content is thriving, you know what I mean? So basically, let me give you a little context of this. This is my 3rd time trying to record the first episode of this. Let me tell you the first time. Okay, I'm gonna yawn now. Oh my god. My bodily functions are just not stopping. Is yawning a bodily function? When I associate bodily functions, I'm usually liquid and coughing and sneezing. But yawning is a bodily function too. Okay, I'm yawning now.
Insert bodily function known as yawning noise here.
Now you're getting everything. You're getting every single bite on this. And you're sure that I'm not gonna edit this that much because first of all, I'm the noob of all noobs when it comes to audio editing. So, it's gonna be fine. Anyway, for the backstory to this, right? I'm gonna burp now. Gosh darn it! Okay, I spared you from that because, no one wants to hear me burp, so. Okay, let me give you some pretense to this. First episode I did of this was a complete flop. I mean, the audio was fine and everything, but what happened was, listen back to it, and I basically gave you, my whole life story, start to finish, where I was born, and, what I do, and, how many schools I've transferred and everything, and, that's all fun and games, and, I don't mind sharing that information, but it just came off as, a big ball of word vomit, and honestly, no one wants word vomit. So I'm just gonna slowly inch a couple facts here and there. Maybe it's in this podcast. Maybe it's in 5 more down the road. You know how it is. Okay. Second episode. That episode was actually really good. I was really proud of it. I was yes! I'm snapping, by the way. I was really proud of it and everything. So just okay, yeah, I'll post this. I just need to make a banner for my YouTube channel and a profile picture. Turns out that taking those takes a long time if you don't know how to use Photoshop. And on top of that, you need certain pixels to, do stuff. Did that make any sense? I really hope it did. Pixels, right? It's oh, you need this to be 4x20. But, pixels. And, I was oh, okay. So it's I'll let it, format it by itself. It looked like crap. You literally couldn't see anything. I don't know how to edit, so everything's, horrible. I'm literally struggling. And everything I talked in that podcast is now outdated, so I can't even post it. Otherwise, people are going to be this happened, 4 months ago. Actually, it happened a month ago, because February is when I recorded it. Okay, so, yeah. That's all. That's the backstory. Basically, the only reason why I'm recording this one today was actually planning to record it in, I think, 2 weeks from now. Because I was okay, I'm getting words. Okay, River, just think about this for a second. You thought it was a good idea to start a podcast when you can't even speak English. Okay, everything is going great right now. Are you feeling it? Yeah. Okay.
Insert really weird sounding bodily function noise here.
Wow, that was a weird noise. Okay, basically, I was gonna give myself 2 weeks to, I'm moving around, by the way, so if the audio just, like, kind of, like, moves around with me, you know why. Um, basically, what was I gonna say? Oh my gosh, like, literally, you'd think I have ADHD, but, like, I don't. Like, I just, like, change topics really fast, and I'm able to rant. And ranting is really, concerning, because sometimes it can turn out really boring if it lasts an hour, but you know what? Like, I can't do anything about it, because I want to do this podcast. Okay. So, like I was saying, basically, this podcast was supposed to be recorded 2 weeks from now, because I was going to give myself 2 weeks to, 2 weeks to, whatchamacallit, edit my banner and edit my profile picture. That way, that's up, and all I have to worry about is, like, putting little sound bites in the podcast, like, the intro music and, like, maybe the ending music a little bit, and blur out times where, like, I accidentally said my name or accidentally said something too personal or, like, swore or anything. So that was gonna happen. But then, so I was like, okay, I'm gonna record it in, like, 2 weeks. But then, what was really cool is that my English teacher, shout out to you, Miss English teacher. I can't really say it because I might post this online and, like, anonymity, ha 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 ha. Okay, you know who you are. Basically, she was like, hey guys, I'm gonna give you this dope creativity project thing. And I'm being really positive about this because she's like, listening to it. No, I actually really like this project. I think it's really cool. But basically, yeah, she was like, hey, you can do anything with this project. I just want to know more about you. And, that's really cool. So I was like, oh gosh, I have no idea what to do. And then me being me, I was like, podcast? Heck yeah. Random thoughts in voice recordings? Heck yeah. So that's what I'm doing. So this might just be like another third episode try flop, and I might just record this in the next 2 weeks again. I will post this in the next 2 weeks though. So, like, this isn't like immediate. I think it's like March 18th right now. No, maybe it's March 20th. No, it's the 19th. I got it. It's the 19th. Yeah, it's Monday, March 19th. Okay, cool. Actually, I still don't know. I'm just estimating at this point. Basically, yeah. So, yeah. Thanks, English teacher, for making me stop procrastinating on making this. Although this might be like the third time I flopped making it, because it might just be really boring. I'm really sorry you had to listen to this. Okay, cool. So, yeah, you're welcome. I recorded another episode for you guys. I literally have no audience, so I don't know who you guys is. It might just be one person when I post it on SoundCloud. You know what I mean? Okay. So, this is how it's gonna go. I just want to talk about my day, because I have things to rant about, and I'm just really, like, I'm not gonna go throughout, like, my whole day. Just, like, some key points in it that just, irked me, Like, it just made me a little bit irked. Okay. First off, there's this girl. I know you don't know me that well, and I know I shouldn't gossip or whatever, but this isn't really gossip. Okay, you have no idea, like, what I'm doing in my life. So, like, basically me telling this has no meaning to you, because you don't know my personality, you, like, don't know anything. But, like, maybe, like, this will give you some insider information to this. Or maybe you'll be like, she's a jerk. I do not like her leaving. You know what I mean? Anyway, let's just, get into it. Basically, there's a girl in my school. We're gonna be very, like, broad. Basically, what happened was, I don't know, she did this, like, audition, and I think, like, she flopped or something. I don't know. Like, it probably wasn't even that bad. She's probably overreacting or something. But she posts on her Finsta, which, by the way, all you people who don't know what a Finsta is, I know I didn't, like, for the first 2 years. A Finsta is a fake Insta where basic white girls post basic things about their life that are sad or like quote unquote quirky. Lol XD. I hate myself. Yeah, I have one just to post random thoughts because, I don't even use Snapchat anymore because of that dang update. But no, I just use it because hot guys follow you on your Snapchat and you don't want them seeing you at your worst. So you put that Finsta on and you put it on private and then you filter through the ones that you can actually pick. Okay? This is what you do as me, River Shades. Oh yeah. Okay. You get me? Yeah. Got it? Okay. Cool. Yeah, so she posts on her Finsta. And basically she's like, everything I've done in my life has been for this audition. Like every single audition, every single play, like every single opportunity that I got to go on stage, it's been for this audition and I completely failed. And so this is where I'm like, hold up. Okay? I get it. You're passionate about this thing. And like this thing was like in the arts. It was like, okay, you know what? It was singing. Like she was passionate about singing. Yeah? So then she was like, it just like irked me a lot because she literally was just like, everything I've done for this moment has been for this audition. And this audition was literally for it was for chamber, okay? You know what? I'm just gonna say it. It was for chamber. Like, I'm trying to keep this, like, very vague because I don't want people at my school finding this and, like, making, like, beef with me, you know what I mean? Like, getting angry at me. But, like, they're probably, like, like, too entitled to listen to podcasts. You know what I mean? You know those people who are just like, podcasts? Like, those are for old people. Like, oh my god. I'm so bitter. Like, I'm such a bitter person. Okay. Anyway, so she was like, my life is so hard. Like, I prepared my whole life for this, and I failed the chamber singing audition. Okay. So, this is where I got mad. She said she prepared everything she's done in her life has been prepared for a high school chamber. Okay? I know that may look good on your college resume, and somehow that can, like, boost, like, yourself up to, like, the industry when, like, you're, like, older. But, like, 9 out of 10 times that doesn't happen. Like, 9.5 out of 10 times that doesn't happen. Like, we'll put 9.5 in there, like, Like, it just, like, you, like, doing well in high school doesn't automatically transfer and you doing well in the future. Like, you see me, like, I love to act, and a lot of people don't know that about me. Like, I think I'm a really good actor, and I'm literally trying to book auditions, like, right now. Like, hi, English teacher, you don't know this about me. Like, hi, like, ha, you're learning new things. Okay, I'm gonna stop breaking the fourth wall now. No, I love to act. Like, acting is one of my passions, and I would love to do it as a job someday. But you don't see me, like, I didn't get a role in the Cinderella musical audition, and that's basically because I didn't prepare for that audition at all. I didn't practice a song that I was supposed to. I didn't prepare, and that's my fault. Like, I should be taking every audition, like, very gratefully and be thankful for every single audition I get. And obviously, like, I wasn't thankful for that, and it showed because that wasn't my best work at all. I sang off tune the entire time. When I came out, I was literally cringing and peeling my eyes off. Like, it was one of the first times because in my mind, like, I've been on sets before, and I've done, like, actual auditions where you have to go through 3 stages, and I was literally like, okay, this is gonna be a piece of cake. It's literally a high school play. And you see where that got me? Like, I didn't do anything. But you don't see me literally, like, crying, being like, everything I've done in my life has been to get into this high school play. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't work like that. Ooh, I just knocked over, like, my mic stand, my table. I'm trying to sound professional. Like, hashtag mic stand. Like, no, it's a table. It's a table with my phone on it. So sorry if there's, like, an audio problem or whatever. But it just pissed me off because, like, okay, yeah. Like, I get it. But, like, high school isn't supposed to be your prime. And if it is, like, that's pretty sad. Like, if you're peaking at high school, there's a problem with you. You know what I mean? Like, you're supposed to peak, I don't know, like, you're supposed to peak in, like, your late 20s or 30s or whatever. Or maybe you peak at, like, your 25s or early 20s. Like, I don't know. But you're not supposed to peak in high school. So for you to be like, hey, like, I prepared my whole life for this, and I flopped the audition, my life is ruined now, I'm never gonna be happy, like, that's unreasonable and ridiculous, and you need to get a life, and you need to grow up, you know what I mean? Like, she was like, sorry, like, I didn't mean to sound like a child and whiny, but I'm literally like, okay, yeah, I know you didn't see like that, but it just got me, like, so mad, because, like, people take things, like, so for granted nowadays. Just, like, yeah, you failed this, but you have so many years ahead of you, and you have so many opportunities, like, so why don't you just forget about that and go on to something else? You know what I mean? Like, it pissed me off. Like, you don't see me, like, my situation for acting right now, like, it's really hard because my parents, they don't want me to do this as a job, but me, like, if I could, I would do it as a job. Like, it's one of my dreams. Like, if, like, sometimes I'll, like, even just, like, think about it, and I'll just get, like, so happy, because, like, that's what I want to do. I want to, like, do something that I love so much with a passion that it doesn't even feel like work. Like, I don't even care if I wake up at 3 a.m. for just this one scene that doesn't even get to be used in, like, a movie or something, you know what I mean? Like, just, like, being there and getting, like, paid for doing something that you love, I think is amazing. And even though my parents don't agree with it because they think that Hollywood stars are sellouts or whatever, like, I still don't really care, and, like, I'm still gonna get my college degree because you always need a backup in life, and you can't just depend on, like, your one dream. But, like, where am I going with this, honestly? Like, I don't know, it's just, like, in this situation, right, like, you could say that, like, I've been preparing my whole life for this one audition, because I am, like, right now, I'm in the middle of auditioning for an agency, and my parents said that I can, but they said that they won't accept any roles that I get if they're not 40 minutes away from where I live, max. So that's really hard because upstate is really boring and you have nothing here except if you want to go on PBS or something and do like a really short segment on like the history of, I don't know, bunnies. Like, you know what I mean? Like, there's nothing good to do around here. So for me, like, that's like a thing where I'm like, I've been preparing my whole life for this audition and this is what I get type of thing. But like, I'm not like, right now, I'm just not gonna audition for it right now. Like, I'm gonna audition for it maybe like in a year or so because that audition is always gonna be there. And you're gonna be like, oh, how do you know that? Like, that, like, auditions, like, come and go. It's, like, it's an online organization, and basically you can just, like, send your, like, audition tape and everything. But, like, I've gone through that company before, and they changed, it's confusing. Like, it used to be, like, kind of like a, not a free program, but it was, like, more of a, hey, we're gonna give you, like, a bunch of assets and skills if, like, you're one of, like, the top, like, people that audition, and, like, basically, yeah, like, you pay to go in the audition, because obviously those are, like, the only, like, funds they get besides the donations that come to them, and, like, yeah, I was in it, like, I got in, but I couldn't go to the conference and, like, do the stuff. Okay, anyway, I'm going way too deep into this. No, what I'm saying is that, yeah, like, I prepared for this, like, I basically prepared my whole life for this, like, I've been acting ever since I was in first grade, like, I'm 14 now, and how old are you guys in first grade, like, 6, 7, still, yeah, I've been preparing, like, a good, like, more than 7 years for this, and for me to just be, like, rejected and being, like, and my parents, like, being, like, very, like, harsh about it is really hard, because, like, those are your parents, and you want them to be supportive of everything you do. And when, like, they don't support you for one of, like, your biggest aspirations and dreams in life, it can, like, really crush you or whatever. And, like, I just think that people, like, don't get that. I feel like people are just, like, oh, I bombed this. Like, my life is ruined. Like, everything I've done has been for this moment. And, yeah, it has been, but you'll have so many opportunities. And, like, even in, like, the acting industry, like, I know, like, a lot of people don't, like, acting auditions are very, very rare to get. Like, if you are a good actor, like, auditions in themselves in the industry, like, in Los Angeles, are very hard to get, not to mention you actually landing a role. So you can't just be like, I bombed this, like, oh my god, like, it's ruined, because you should be grateful for every single audition you get. because that, first of all, leads to more exposure, leads to more contacts, like, leads to everything. So just because you bomb one, yeah, like, you probably got blacklisted for that one casting director, or maybe, like, a couple if, like, they, like, talk to other casting directors, but, you know, it's more than that. Like, I don't know, it pissed me off, because, like, you have no other bigger dreams in your life than literally just being a chamber singer. Like, you need to get more dreams and aspirations, because, like, if you're literally whining for it, then it's ridiculous. And I know you're, like, so proud of yourself for being such a good singer and never having any vocal lessons besides the choir teachers that help you. But it's just not. It's not okay. Like, it's not okay to just dream that low. And, like, be, like, upset and being, like, everything I've done is for this moment. Because it's not true. Like, everything you've done has not been for that one moment. Everything you've done is basically for, like, your whole life. Like, the stuff that you've done in your life has, like, yeah, I don't know, like, where I'm going with this. I'm just, like, really, like, passionate about this. Because, like, at first, like, I thought I was, like, really angry about it. But the more I talk about it, the more, like, just, like, upset I am that, like, people don't understand, like, the value of things. Gosh, like, everything I've done is, let me say, like, everything I've done has been for this agency and again in this agency to do everything, but we know that's not true because I found this agency, 2 years ago? And I know this is different because in high school, like, you know what you're getting into, like, before, you know? I mean, maybe even as, like, low as elementary school, you're like, I'm gonna be a chamber singer, you know? And, like, but, like, it's kind of the same way because I was like, I'm going to get signed to an acting label and I'm going to move to Los Angeles when I'm 18 and it's going to be fun and it's going to be like, it's going to be my dream come true. And then, like, as you grow up, you find certain things out and you find that, like, the acting industry can be, like, really corrupted, and you find that, like, you know, people don't accept people of color and they don't really accept, like, women, and they don't pay them the same way in acting, and all these things, right? But that still doesn't stop you from, like, doing your dream. God, okay, this is literally just becoming about me. No, but, I'm trying to think, like, honestly, like, it's just, like, becoming a rant now. Sorry, I'm moving a lot. My audio is probably, like, glitching out. I should probably stop. But, no, it's like a thing where, yeah, you've been preparing for that, but you have so many, like, better opportunities for you, like, yeah, like, you're a good singer, and, like, I've never heard you sing, but, like, from other people, I know you're good, and, like, I bet you've done, like, amazing things or whatever, and I bet the people that, like, auditioned you know that you're a good singer and are probably just gonna scrap that audition and just put you in anyway, because that's still a possibility. I mean, a lot of it, like, casting directors, if they've seen your work before, they'll still scrap that audition and just put you in because they've seen, like, what you can do. You know what I mean? Like, I'm comparing this to two different industries, I know, like, singing and acting, but, like, you know, they go hand in hand. Yeah, so, like, everything I've done has been to not get famous, because acting, right? It's obviously, like, some people have a goal of acting to be, like, super successful and super famous. But, like, honestly, for me, if I can do it and, yeah, like, have, like, a couple fans and, you know, live comfortably and, like, you know, like, give my kids what they want if I choose to have kids and, like, never worry about bills and just, you know, like, live in a nice house in Los Angeles or wherever I want to live and, like, you know, provide for my family when they're older. Like, I'll be happy with that. I don't need, like, billions and millions of dollars. Like, I'll be happy if I can get, like, a stable acting job, and I know that's, like, really rare, but, like, even like that, like, I'll be happy with that. Like, I don't really need fame or anything. I just want to do something that I love, and, like, that's it. Because just, like, a lot of people think that, like, for, like, acting, you should be famous, and, like, you should be extremely successful, and la 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 la, and yeah, that's cool. Like, yeah, being famous is cool and whatever, but, you know, that's not everything. Like, you know, like, having a lot of money is cool, but, like, you shouldn't just start to pursue acting because of the money or fame. Like, it shouldn't be like that. Just, it just pissed me off when people are like, like, I want to be famous when I grow up, and they're like that. But, oh my gosh, I don't even know what point I was going with this again. Like, I'm on the same topic, but I'm just, like, I'm jumping around everywhere. It kind of shows you how my mind works, I guess. It's just, like, you have so many more opportunities in life, and for you to just say that you've been preparing your whole life for this one moment is ridiculous. There you go. That's all I wanted to say. Like, you have so much more to do with your life, and just, yeah, that audition probably bombed or whatever, but, like, there's gonna be, like, tens of thousands auditions left if you continue to pursue that way. So, yeah, you know what I mean? Like a lot of good singers bomb their auditions, you know? Just like a lot of good actors bomb their auditions, but they still have second chances and third chances and fifth chances. Like, have you seen, like, Mariah Carey's, like, Christmas performance? Like, girl, she bombed that, but everyone knows she's still a good singer. It's the same way. And then I think, like, Fergie, when she sang the national anthem, like, she was, you know, she was there, but people still know she's a good singer, even though she like, butchered that song. So, yeah, like, your reputation is still gonna be the same, even if you fail at one time. As long as you have, like, good, I want to say credentials, but it's not really credentials. As long as you have good experience and people know your potential, even if you just bombed that one time, it's not gonna matter. I mean, yeah. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't know. Like, I'm trying to compare this to, like, my acting career. And you know what, like, scares me is that, like, a lot of people, like, don't think I can do it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, a lot of people don't think, like, I'm a good actor. And I don't know if that's because, like, okay, like, yeah, like, I don't know if you could tell, guys, because I sound pretty Caucasian, but I'm actually brown. I'm Indian. But, no, what I was saying is, like, a lot of people just, like, don't think that I can do it. I don't know if it's because, like, I don't even know if it's because, like, because I'm Indian, or if it's because, like, I'm a girl, or because, like, I don't really, like, talk a lot. I know, surprising, right? But I don't really, like, my social skills are, like, pretty good, but I'm not one to just, like, go out, like, out of my bubble. Like, let me give you an example. Like, God, when did I start saying like so much? Oh my gosh. First day of school. And first day of high school, right? I think what happened was I was just, like, so overwhelmed with the amount of people, like, I met, because I went to a private school most of my life. Like, actually, yeah, I went to a private school all my life until high school. And then by the time I entered public school, there are so many kids. Like, my private school maximum had, like, 275. And that's, like, basically, like, how many kids are in a grade, which is more, like, crazy, you know? So I was just very overwhelmed, and I didn't have, like, anyone there at the start either. So I didn't really feel, like, comfortable talking to people, because, like, in my head I was like, they're gonna think I'm weird, or, like, I'm gonna fail, and, like, I'm not gonna have any friends because they're gonna write me off as a weirdo, or whatever. So then in my mind, like, I was like, if you stay silent, they can't really make any observations with you. But then I realized that's a really bad way to live life. Because not only that, they're gonna think you're shy and reserved, which I'm really not. I'm a really, like, extroverted person when you get to know me, and I just need to have, like, the right surroundings to do so. And, like, you know, like, and they're gonna think, like, I'm a weirdo or something. Like, ugh. I don't like when people think that, because I'm actually, like, a really nice person, and I think I'm funny. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I think, like, I'm a really funny person, and I can talk really well, and sometimes, yeah, I can be, like, really awkward, but I think that's just on brand for me. Like, I think, like, me, like, awkward is my branding. Like, sometimes I'll just purposely be awkward just to, like, add comedic relief. So I think that just comes in handy, you know what I mean? But, yeah, no, I just think, like, a lot of people think that, like, I'm not capable of acting. Like, I just, like, I don't, like, purposely, like, sell myself, you know what I mean? Like, I know, like, a lot of kids in my class are literally just like, I'm a drama kid! High school play! You know what I mean? But, like, I don't do that. And, like, I don't know, like, people don't really know I can act. And when I do act in front of people, it's not what I want to put out there. Like, it's really not. Like, I wish I could be like, oh, if you watch this, then, like, you'll see, like, I'm a much better actor or whatever. But, like, people aren't gonna believe that. You know what I mean? Like, I genuinely think I'm a good actor. It's just that when I act in front of I know this sounds really stupid, but when I act in front of people in a controlled setting that don't really take acting seriously and aren't like and don't have like the same passion as me, then it's going to be a problem. Then I'm just going to play it off as like, "Oh, like why are you making me do this?" Like acting, am I right? You know what I mean? Like in English, right? Like we did a play. I didn't really do well. Like I think I just read the lines and I just did it. Like we were supposed to like act and like do all these emotions and everything, and I'm just like, I'm here existing. Give me credit. You know what I mean? And that's not me at all. It's just that like I don't know like if I'm crossing any lines, right? Because like yeah, you have the drama kids. And basically if you're not a drama kid, you can't act well. Like you're not allowed to. That's how I feel. Like if you weren't in the school play and if you haven't done like the past 5 years of plays with us, then you can't be in this. You know what I mean? Like it just feels like that. And I hate feeling like that, but it's true. And yeah, so like in my opinion, you just can't act well in front of them. And if you try, then you're a tryhard or you're just bad. And they write you off. And I'm just like, I just don't want to spend my mental capacity doing it because I don't want to be written off as the person who's like, thinks she's good at everything. Trying to steal my spotlight, ho? Nah. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if what I'm saying makes any sense. Like, I don't know. Like, people suck. like society sucks. You know that? Like, the amount of, like, things that we do in society just, like, makes me really angry. I don't know. I just, oh God. I don't know. It's frustrating because, like, when I was on the bus a couple months ago, a girl was talking to her friend, and she thought she was whispering, but she obviously wasn't, so that girl probably needs to get, like, she probably has an Irish whisper. Actually, she does. Okay, she has an Irish whisper, which means you whisper too loud. Haha, slang, am I right? Okay. No, she had, like, a really, like, she had an Irish whisper. And basically, she was like, guess what? And the friend was like, what? And she's like, I'm getting a waist trainer. And that's when I was like, okay. And not only that, the friend was like, oh, no way! Can I borrow it? And it just made everything that much more real. Okay, she's the same age as me. She's in the same grade as me. One of them's actually in one of my classes. And it made me mad. Like, it just made me really mad. You know what I mean? Like, it was just... And, like, I guess I'm passionate about things. But the fact that, like, you're 14 and you think of you need a waist trainer says something about our society. Like, I'm not the skinniest person out there, but I'm not fat. Like, you know what I mean? And, like, yeah, like, when I look at myself in the mirror, like, yeah, I can see myself as fat. And I do have pudge. Like, I like to call it pudge. You know what I mean? Like, I have a food baby. I got, like, pudges everywhere. You know what I mean? But, like, I still love myself, and I still think I'm pretty, and, like, sometimes it's really hard, because, like, my self-esteem isn't, like, the best anyway. Like, I don't know. Like, it comes, like, to the thing where, like, I don't even know if, like, boys like me, because I'm not, like, I don't even, God, okay, I need to word things right. I don't even know if boys don't like me because I'm brown, and, like, they're into that phase where they, like, only like white girls with blonde hair type of thing, or if it's because I'm genuinely not pretty. Like, it's just, like, a hard, like, line to, you know, decipher, because, like, a lot of white guys just don't want to date a colored girl, and that sounds really sucky to say, but it's true. Yeah, that's why, I don't know, it's just, it sucks, it really does, you know what I mean? Like, we shouldn't have this. Like, it's not racism. It's, like, a preference. I don't know. But, like, I just wish, like, we were all equal on the same scale. Beauty, whatever. Like, oh, you have more melanin? Cool. Like, you're good than this. You're the same beauty measure as this girl that has less melanin. You know what I mean? I don't know. Like, it makes you really insecure. Because, like, yeah, like, I feel like like through Indian beauty standards, I'm actually like a really good looking person, because like the whole Indian beauty standard is basically like you have to have light skin, and that's what I have, and like your hair has to be straight, and I straighten my hair, so I mean that's not really like a typical beauty standard, but I straighten it and then I like style it or whatever, right? They're like you have to have like fair cheekbones and like nice eyes and everything, right? And like yeah, I don't know. Like a lot of Indian like actresses or whatever have like really lighter skin than me, like almost like white skin, but they're not. So like me, like I'm just like I'm lucky that I have like the skin tone that I have, because not only does it like help with like beauty, but it helps with like I don't know, situations. Racist situations is what I'm talking about, by the way. Less melanin you have, the better, I think. I don't know. Oh gosh. But yeah, like by Indian beauty standards, like I think I'm really good looking, but then when I come to America, a lot of people are just like into white people, and that makes sense. I'm in America, that makes sense, you know. But it would just make me feel a little better if like guys talk to me as much as they talk to my white friend, you know? Like it's just a little it hurts your self-esteem a little bit. And I know like it's a whole thing about like, oh, I don't care what guys think, but it's kind of hard not to. You know what I mean? Like yeah, you can say that, but it's still hard, because beauty is in other people's eyes. Like if you think about it, like the standard for beauty has been other people's opinions, and if you don't fit that like opinion thing, then like no matter what you think, people still aren't gonna believe you're beautiful. Like if you think about it that way, it's like really sad. You know? I don't know, it's just like people are like, don't let a guy define your beauty, but that's like literally like if you're straight like me, right? Like that's literally like the only way to define your beauty, because they're the ones that think you're beautiful or not. Because if you look at yourself in the mirror, you can say, yeah, I'm pretty, but then when it comes to another person's opinion, they can be like, you're ugly. And you can have all the self-love in the world, but that doesn't change the fact that like you're ugly, you know what I mean? I don't know. Like maybe I'm just so pessimistic, but like I don't know. Like it's just a depressing world, you know? Like if beauty was measured on confidence, I feel like we would be somewhat better. But not really, because if there would still be people who would have really low confidence, I think. I don't know, like it would somehow it would be twisted, you know what I mean? Like if beauty was dependent on confidence would equal the amount of like sports you can play well enough or something. Like it wouldn't like it'd be like based on bravery and be like, oh my gosh, like this girl's so confident, like she's so hot, you know what I mean? Like it would translate into something else. Instead of loving yourself and being yourself, it would translate into something like, she's so good at all these things, look how confident and proud she is, you know? Like, it would just translate into, like, more things like that. But, yeah, no. Society sucks. I don't even know where I was going with this. I just know... I was talking about waist trainers, and I think I was talking about acting before that. I don't know. Let's talk about society, though. Yeah. No. It just pissed me off. Like, the fact... Like, I'm so passionate about things like this. But, like, the fact that, like... Someone was like, I'm 14 years old, I'm gonna buy a waist trainer so my waist looks thinner and I can attract more guys, just made me mad. And I don't blame her though, because guys at this age are assholes. Okay. Just, you know... Like, I was sitting next to one of my guy friends, and he was talking to one of his guy friends, and, like, we're, like, acquaintances, right? Like, his guy friend. And anyway, like, they were talking about this girl he liked, and I was, like, listening in while I was doing my work, and then he was literally just like, dude, she's ugly, and she doesn't even put out, like, just get away from her, you know? Like, she's not good enough for you. And I'm like, she doesn't even put out? Like... That's what you're mad about? Like, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. So, first of all, shut up for, degrading, like, your friend for, like, having a taste in a girl that you don't think is pretty. Second of all, she doesn't even put out? Like, oh, she's not gonna have sex with me, so she's not good enough for me. Like, that is so stupid. I'm sorry. Like, it just, like, you can call me prude. Like, you can call me, like, oh my god, like, you're Indian and prude. No wonder no guys like you. Like, I could, like, yeah, I could go and I could send, like, guys, like, my nudes, and I would be, like, popular the next day. And, like, if I was aiming for popularity, fine, I would do that. But I'm not, first of all. Second of all, a girl's body is a girl's body. Let's just put that shit out there straight. And even though I don't believe in what other girls do, I'm still gonna love and support them because, first of all, like, that's their opinion and that's their body. It's not mine. Second of all, if you define a girl's beauty by if she gives you sex, then there's something wrong with you. Can we just be completely honest here? Like, if you're like, and I know, like, horny teenage boys, but, like, where are their parents? You know what I mean? Like, if I, like, taught my kid anything, I would make sure that they were kind and they were brave, or, like, not brave, chivalrous, you know, the kind, like, when a guy is, like, gentlemanly, you know, like, chivalry isn't dead, chivalry, I don't know, okay, I can't speak English, no, but, like, I would teach them that first, I wouldn't, like, I don't know, it just, like, she doesn't even put out, like, what kind of guy says, okay, that's ridiculous. Like, every single guy says that. Every single 14-year-old guy says that. And if you're 20 years old and you still say that, there's something wrong with you. Like, you're mature and you're literally gonna judge a girl and call her, like, a hoe because, like, she doesn't put out for you. Just, like, a lot of people don't want to be teen moms when they're, you know, in high school. So, just cut it out, you know what I mean? Like, stop. Oh gosh, I hate society. I hate everything that, like, our culture has, like, done, you know? And yeah, like, we're the most progressive culture ever, and I'm not gonna deny that. But, like, sometimes I feel like we're going backward, because when you see, like, these 14-year-old guys, or, like, 15-year-old guys, they're still, like, making fun of people that are gay, and they're still making fun of, like, people that are trans or whatever, and it's just horrible. You know what I mean? Like, it sucks. Like, you think, like, okay, it's 2018. People are holding, like, gay marriage is legal, like, in almost every single state. Or maybe every state. I'm not sure. I'm not very, like, known on all of it. Most of them. Most, if not all, states. Yeah? And here you are, being an ass, saying stuff that's like, oh, that's so gay. Like, what are you, like, a gay? Like, are you a homosexual? Like, that's not an insult. Like, stop. You know what I mean? Like, stop using gay as an insult. Like, it's 2018. Stop it. And, like, sometimes I'm scared that, like, millennials were the ones that created a precedent, I feel like. Millennials were the one that created a precedent and, like, showed us, like, stuff or whatever, and, like, showed us, like, that, like, it's okay to be progressive, like, it's like, it's the time to be progressive, we're not gonna stay in, like, this old phase anymore. But then Generation Z, which is our generation, which is 2002, maybe it's 2000 to 2015, I think. No. Generation Z, though. Generation Z is, like, our generation. I know it ends at 2015, but I don't know when it starts. But Generation Z is basically like, like, dabs on them haters, like, I hate myself, let's drink bleach. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, okay. I get those jokes, and I make those jokes a lot, and I use irony. I use irony a lot, and I get that, right? But then it comes to the fact where the guys are like, no homo though, like, don't want to be caught in the gay, like, don't want to get the gay sickness, and I'm just, God, that sounds so stupid, but it's so true, like, a lot of people think that, and I just hate it, like, okay, we're living in a progressive culture, and you're still sitting here being an ass, like, what are you doing, you know, like, what are you doing?
Insert poorly timed sip of water here.
Okay, Sorry, I just had to take a sip of water. Yeah, no, just 14-year-old boys suck. And then it's just, like, the thing where, like, I don't know, like, yeah, there's, like, don't get me wrong, there are so many guys out there who are literally progressive to the bone, and they're, like, 14 too. And, like, I'm not saying, like, only 14-year-old guys are the worst ones. Like, it ranges from any age, honestly. Like, you can be 30 and you can still be an ass. You know, but, like, it just, like, in my age range, like, that's what I, like, experience the most. And, yeah, there are a lot of guys out there who aren't like that, and they're really kind, and they're really nice. And, like, that's dope. But just the fact that, like, a lot of people who, like, are quote-unquote popular, like, don't think that way, just, like I don't know. Like, I don't know. Also, like, being the ones that are like, the kids that are popular in high school are the ones that peak in high school. Can we just be completely honest? Like, there are so many, like, my parents obviously, like, didn't go to high school here, but I have a lot of my parents' friends that are in America, when they talk about, like, high school or whatever, and, like, they'll be like, oh, yeah, the popular kids, like, they never get anywhere in life. And, yeah, some of them do. Like, some of them, like, usually, like, the nice popular kids who are, like, really smart, like, go and, like, reach peaks upon peaks, you know, and they do those amazing things. But, you know, the jocks that didn't do anything but play football and take steroids. Okay, no one I know takes steroids, but I'm just, like, being very exaggerative here. And, like, you know, does that stuff with, like, you know, like, make it at a peak. And I'm not saying that, like, as a bad thing. Actually, yeah, no, it's a bad thing. Like, if you're popular and you're an ass, like, you're probably reaching your peak right now. And you're probably gonna get really ugly really soon, or you're gonna have, like, a really bad job. Or maybe, like, you know, the universe is all against us and you end up being a perfectly fine human being, which, in that case, screw you, because you were an ass in high school and you should pay for it. Okay. Yeah, that's my rant. So, yeah, I was like, let me walk you through my day. Goes on to talk about one thing about her day, then talks about society. How much time do I have? Oh my gosh, that's not even enough time. 8 minutes? What? Where did the time go? Jesus. Gosh, I could talk for hours, literally. Okay, so, what am I gonna do right now? What am I gonna do? Do. Literally me for the next 8 minutes, just hum a song. Okay, I just want to talk about one more thing, because I was gonna go throughout my day, but today was one of those, like, sad days, you know? Like, I know it doesn't seem like it because I just went through this whole podcast. Actually, maybe it does seem like it because I kind of talked about, like, a couple depressing things or whatever, but, like, I don't know. Like, today was, like, a sad day, but, like, not really. Like, you know when, like, you feel sad in your heart, but, like, for no reason, and, like, you can still, like, laugh, like, really hard until you can't breathe, but, like, you still kind of feel that emptiness inside? Like, it was one of those days. And, like, no, I don't have depression or anything. I just think that, like, a lot of people get it. I think that a lot of people just, like, feel sad in their heart sometimes, like, even when they're, like, in a really good place and they're really happy. It just happens to everybody. But I don't know. Today was, like, really just, like, tiring. And, like, I don't know. Just, like, like, one of my teachers, I got a test back. I didn't really do well on it. And, like, for me, I like to do well in my classes. I really do. And I'm not doing well this year as I would like to. Like, my grades are okay. They're not below 80s. They're not. Like, they're, like, above 85s. I could say above 87s, honestly. But the fact is, like, I procrastinate a lot, and I have a lot of problems with, like, getting work done and, like, doing stuff like that. And I don't like to apply myself. So, like, when those things happen, I just, you know, like, it just, like, it really, like, hurts my averages and my grades. And I know that I can actually, like, get perfect scores if I want to, because I've done it before. But I just don't want to, and it's just really sad. But I like to do well in my classes. So, and I don't like when teachers don't do their job. Like, I'm being completely honest here. When a teacher doesn't do her job, and, like, she's, like, designated for, like, a really good class, you know what I mean? Like, I'm trying to be very vague here because, yeah, my English teacher is listening to this and I don't want to, like, pull her out. By the way, it's not about you. No, like, I love your class. Like, no, it's not about you. But, like, yeah, no, I just don't, like, want to be, like, accused of, like, saying that, like, someone doesn't do her job, but because in my opinion she doesn't. No, I got a 68 on a test. And the fact is, the reason why I'm saying she doesn't do her job is that she gave us the test, and we were supposed to do it in groups. The first 15 questions we did were in groups. But the thing is, she gave us the test. We had no idea what the material was on. Like, I'll be completely honest with you. We only knew the topic, and that was it. Like, there was nothing we could have done to study. Like, I bet you could have read your textbook if you wanted to. But, like, other than that, there was nothing, because that day, the test was supposed to be taken, like, the next day or whatever, because we had a snow day or whatever, so it, like, ruined stuff up. So that day, like, we were supposed to, like, take the test. Like, what am I saying? The day after the day that we took the test in groups was the day that we were supposed to take the whole test. But she decided, because we had a snow day, that she would just do 15 questions in groups. And the thing is, right, like, oh yeah, that's like a really cool idea, but just because you put us in a group doesn't mean that we know everything all of a sudden. Like, yeah, we know a couple things, but that still doesn't make us, like, ace the test, because we know nothing on the topic. So it's basically just, like, rolling dice and seeing what you got. And on top of that...
Insert coughing noise here.
Sorry, gosh, my voice is dying! And on top of that, what happened was, she gave us the test. We didn't learn anything on it, obviously. So she was like, hey, I'm going to put the PowerPoints online so you guys can study it and do everything you need to. So I was waiting for the PowerPoints online. They didn't even get posted at all. Like, 12 a.m., nothing posted. So I just go to sleep. I'm just like, screw it. Like, I'm literally going to be like, hey, like, I'm not taking this test. You didn't even give me time to study. And then she posts it, and she's like, at like 3 a.m. and she's like, okay, sorry for posting it so late. Like, you guys can, it's an open note test now. This is where it pissed me off. Because not only was this a group test, but it was also an open note test too. So half of it was group, half of it's open notes. And I still got a 68. And, like, it's just, the notes, like, that was the only thing she gave us. Like, the PowerPoints. And that was it. Like, that's all you could use. So that just shows that she's not, like, in my opinion, she's not doing her job. Because, like, no one I knew in my class got above an 80 on it. And that's like, I really want to say the course, but that'll just, like, ruin it. You know what I mean? And maybe, like, maybe you know what course it is. English teacher person. I really don't want to say your name because anonymity. I don't know. I can't speak English. But, like, for a class like that, that's advanced and supposed to be, like, smarter, never getting something above an 80 is kind of bad. I'm pretty sure everyone flopped. I'm not even joking. Like, I'm assuming everyone got below an 80 just because, like, I was talking to, like, a couple of the smartest kids in my class, and they were like, oh, I bombed. You know what I mean? Just, like, ugh. Ah! Like, just, Sorry, I'm just getting really, just, like, these are my, like, stress yells. They're not screams yet, because I can't scream because my voice is dying! Ah! Oh my god. Water is the life source! Okay. No, but yeah, no, she's not doing her job. Like, let's just be completely honest. She is getting paid to teach, and she's not doing it, if I'm being completely honest. And she's a good person. Like, she's a good person, and if she was just there, like, I wish some teachers were just there, like, to just talk to and, like, teach us about their life and, like, teach us how to be, like, good people, like, those teachers, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like those teachers would be the best, and they would be the ones that, like, we would love their classes, because they're good people, and, she's a good person, but she's not doing her job. Like, she's really not. Like, it just frustrated me to the bone. Like, I got a 68 on that test, and you gave me open notes, and it was a group thing. So you can't tell me that it's my fault, because I was depending on your notes that you gave the class. And if your notes aren't even sufficient to help me pass, then you're not doing your job. Like, I don't know what else to say. You're just not doing your job. Okay. Just, that was one of the rants that I wanted to do today. And, just a little thing for science. I love this teacher so much. Like, this teacher, like, genuinely, like, he's, like, a good person. Like, he would be a very good grandfather when he's a grandfather, you know? Like, he's one of those people who would pass wisdom on and be inspiring, and like, his grandchildren would love him so much, you know? Like, he's just, like, that type of person. And his name is Mr. North. That's not his actual name, but, you know, if my English teacher knows this person, she's gonna be like, oh my gosh, like, Mr. North, I know him, because, like, if you make the correlation, like, it's cool, you know, Mr. North, Mr. Oh my gosh, like, once you find out, you'll be like, wow, she's so smart. Okay, wait, it should be Mr. East, but, okay, okay, wow, I just sang compass directions, so, you know, that's when you know it's good. No, so I love this teacher, but I just don't like his class. He knows how to teach, though. Like, he knows how to teach, but, like, his class is just so boring. And, like, it's one of the things where he knows how to teach, but he'll only, like, teach and help you pass before the test. Like, we'll go over the unit, and then the review that lasts for a week is the reason why you should pass the test. That's basically, like, the whole thing, which is actually really good because he gives us a lot of resources. But honestly, like, I really like that teacher, so I'm not even complaining at this point. Like, just, like, he would be better as a great-grandfather or, like, a grandfather, you know what I mean? Like, but, you know, good for him for doing his job. Just, woo! You have to deal with all of us kids and you're still surviving and not wanting to die. Good job, you know? Thank the Lord for our teachers, because they have gone through some shiitake mushrooms, am I right? Okay, I think that's all I have to say. Yeah, because what are we doing on time? Ooh, I'm 3 minutes overboard. So, I'm going to end this here. Thank you for listening to me rant. You know, I had much better things to do than record this, but then also I have to remind myself that this is an indirect homework assignment. So thank you, English teacher, for, you know, helping me get started on this again, and also for, like, you know, picking a really cool assignment to do. Because, you know, yeah, cool assignments are the key to words. Like I said, I don't even know if I'm gonna post this. Gosh, you know what's, like, really funny? It's just that every single time I record one of these, for the past, like, 3 times now, I always think someone is, like, breaking into my house, and they're just gonna see me talking to myself, and they're just gonna, like, kill me. You know what I mean? Like, you're gonna be like, oh crap, a person's in here, and they know we're in here because she's talking, and then they're just gonna kill me. Like, you know? Like, you're gonna sneak into my house and kill me. And, like, it's crazy, because I live in a safe neighborhood, but, like, I still fear that. Okay. You know what? I need to stop. I need to stop ranting.
River.
Oof, I said my real name. The first time. Probably said it more. Okay, gonna blur that out before I post it. Cool. Yeah, so, yeah, okay, I need to do it. Basically, yeah, thanks for listening to this first episode of the podcast. If you liked it, you can subscribe down below if you're on YouTube. I don't really know what you're supposed to do on SoundCloud. I think I'll have an Instagram page running. I'm not sure yet. I think I have one. It's probably like 14 Shades Podcast or the 14 Shades Podcast or something. Or maybe it's just 14 Shades. Just look that up. I promise you, the second episode, I'll be way more clear on this because I'll know what I'm doing. Yeah, just subscribe down below. Thanks for leaving your support. I might start up a Twitter. Next episode, just so maybe you guys can tweet me. I don't even know if anyone's gonna listen to this, obviously. But yeah, that's all I have for this episode of 14 Shades Podcast. So thanks for listening in. Thanks for dealing with my rants, and I hope you liked it, and I hope you like what I do, and stick around, because I promise you the second episode will be 10 times better than the first. Okay, bye. Peace out. Sauerkraut. River is out. Ooh, that rhymed. Yeah, yeet. Okay, bye.